Hey everyone, Chad Shimabukuro here with Keller Williams Honolulu. Last week, there was some stats that came out ranking different real estate brokerages throughout the country. And so, first and foremost, congratulations to all the well-deserved real estate companies that got either some awards or recognition or ranking or whatever it is. I thought I'd make this video though to explain a couple of things because interestingly enough, I got some calls from clients and some calls from agents saying, hey, I saw all these different brokerages saying we're number one. And obviously you can only have, statistically speaking, you can only have a number one, right? And there was a handful of them that were, proudly representing their number one tag or award or whatever it was. And so I wanted to explain a couple of things too. So again, not to take anything away from them, well-deserved. It's super, super tough in any industry, let alone in real estate. So if they have achieved some success, congratulations to those different companies, not to take anything away. With that said, the company that I'm referring to that did all the analysis is a company called Real Trends. So if you don't know who Real Trends is or what they are a real estate consulting company that does research, analysis, stat gathering throughout the real estate industry. And how they make their money is annual rankings. They do market reports, consulting services, speaking engagements, and the more subscribers that they have, the more money that they make. So obviously, when you think of it from that perspective, it's not necessarily a completely neutral and objective type of math when they're putting these stats together. It behooves them to have subscribers, to have their company promoted, for their headlines to go viral, to have as many award winners as you possibly can, not having one. And so as such, if you kind of follow along with that thought process, they have a lot of number ones because they change the metrics and rank them in a different way. So there's number one for publicly traded companies. There's number one for growth. There's number one for transactions. There's all these different kind of things when you break them up. So Keller Williams has been number one for many, many, many years. And when I say that, I'm talking about number one in agent count, number one in total volume, and number one in total transactions. It is unfiltered. No, on this side of the street from this time to this time, and is no wacky asterisks or anything like that. It is raw data. Is Keller Williams the brokerage that I'm with? Are they number one? They've been number one for a while. I think, quite frankly, people are probably tired of seeing the fact that we're always in the same position as number one. But a couple of things to note. So numbers don't lie. If we're just looking at raw numbers, 1 in 5 transactions in the country was a Keller Williams transaction. 1 in 5 of all the real estate sold in the country in 2022. 1 in 5 was a Keller Williams transaction, which, I mean, right off the bat, absolutely, blows my mind. That's a absolutely huge accomplishment for Keller Williams. So numbers wise, we're huge. And if we look at this, here's the actual data. So, again, not to take away anything from anyone else. This is not for that. It's just to add some clarity around it. Keller Williams is absolutely still the king in real estate with that regard. So all those 3 different categories. So if you look at it, 1.1 million plus in closed units. And in terms of overall closed volume, 472 billion. So huge numbers. We at Keller Williams are super proud for that accomplishment, all the work that all the agents have done to get there, and we look forward to a bright future going forward in 2023. But again, congratulations to all the other companies out there. Again, I'm not trying to take away from them, but I need to add some clarity because it does add a little layer of confusion with how many number ones there are. They are number one for publicly traded companies, number one for growth in a publicly traded sector, and so on and so forth. But Keller Williams is still number one. Not to bore everyone with the same winner over and over again for many years running, but still number one. I hope that answers your question, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.